I am Melick, and I am for you, so here I stand. The last time I occupied this place, I was a candidate for Union County Commissioner. Then as now, I knew that this race is much bigger than any one man, so here I stand. There comes a time in all our lives when we must choose to act for the greater good, putting aside all considerations, fatigue, fear, and the trappings of vanity, to play a small part in advancing a great cause. So here I stand with Harold Cook. I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit concerned about the current state of our economy. What a mess in Washington. But what can you do about it, you ask? When you elect self-serving, fiscally irresponsible officials locally, you empower like-minded officials at the state level, which in turn empowers those at the federal level. Locally, taxes have risen 400% since 2000. And where has the money gone? Certainly not into the roads. I wanted that county-owned country road to take me home, but I didn't want it to shake me to death first. John Denver would not approve. Our massive taxation and spending locally is obscene. I'm sorry, buddy, I know you can't afford health insurance, but take heart. The golf course is getting a new pro shop. And the golf carts have new GPS units. Oh, and get this. We're going to spend $1 million on a piece of property that was valued at $234,000 by our appraisal company, the only company in the state of Georgia qualified to do the job, mind you. And we do not have a purpose for it, but we are going to pay $1 million for this property. We did the same thing a few years ago for a tract that was purchased by the owner a short time before for about $38,000. And we got it for $1 million. We had no purpose for that land either. But what a bargain, what negotiation skills. William Shatner would be very proud. There's so much information pouring from the courthouse these days, so much rhetoric, so many meaningless words falling from the pages of the newspaper. But the message that everyday Union County citizens want to get through is that it all comes down to this. It's the economy, sir. Yes, we need change, but change does not come easy. These tax and spend liberals do not wish to give up power. All of us opposition candidates endured vicious attacks during the primary, and we have seen the dirty tricks employed thus far against Harold. And here is but one example. I'm sure you've all heard of Littergate, otherwise known as the Bell Paris scandal, where Dick Bell ran a letter in Norman's place. When has Norman ever given up his column space? But he did 3 weeks ago, so that Dick Bell could refute point by point Harold's ad for that week. They both ran the same week. And now, then the following week, Dick Bell defended his actions. Does anyone here tonight have an IQ lower than 20? Anyone? Then I guess no one would be able to buy his explanation. In fact, you'd have to be so dumb that on your trip to the Holy Land, you would bring a harpoon to go see the Wailing Wall. Now, I don't like getting unpleasant, but I've had enough of such behavior. It has gone on for years unchallenged. When will it end? Shall we continue to sit by and let such injustice go on? Let a resounding no rise up within you. No, not ever again. And make no mistake, the closer these people get to defeat, the harder they will fight. There will be vengeance like you've never before seen. But stand firm and the day shall be ours. Supporters of Melick, supporters of Gene Nelson, supporters of Tony Dyer, supporters of Harold Cook, you've already won. You've already won the respect of your fellow citizens by your honorable actions thus far. You have forever established our cause as a legitimate one in this county. When I look at Harold, I am reminded of another plain-spoken Southern American politician. He went to Washington and shook things up with his common sense and humble ways. He didn't quite fit in with this group of elitists called the U.S. Congress, and he did not win re-election. In response, this man said, "You can go to hell, I'm going to Texas." His name was Davy Crockett, and he ended up behind the wall of a place called the Alamo. As the situation grew worse, he knew that he could easily slip away and escape, but he said, "People are watching this Davy Crockett." And he stayed to fight and die for freedom and justice. We need politicians and leaders like that today. People are watching Harold Cook. People are watching Melick. People are watching you. Let us show them what true patriotism is. And let me tell you why Harold Cook, like Davy Crockett, was not reelected in 2000. It's quite simply because he's the worst politician ever. He doesn't know how to blame others for negative results. He doesn't know how to take credit for things he didn't do. He doesn't know how to lie. He doesn't know how to cheat. He doesn't know how to steal. But I believe that we don't need slick politicians. We need this modest, honest man. We need Harold Cook. We need the man who took office with $30,000 in the Treasury and delivered $1 million surplus after only 4 years without ever having to raise taxes or put the county in debt. Now that's what I call fiscal responsibility. The list of Harold's accomplishments is long. In fact, he accomplished more in 4 years than most commissioners accomplish in 12. Wait, what am I saying? Most commissioners don't get 12 years. Only in Union counties do our leaders feel so entitled. So why have we not erected a monument to this man who saved the county from ruin? Because just like with Sarah Palin on the national level, the biased media has it in for Harold. Nobody even bothers to deny this bias. So I say annoy the media and vote for Harold. Cook easily dispatched that pitiful clown that ran against him in the primary, and now he's got momentum and he's ready to go. He has a bold message of reform, and so because I am concerned about the future of this county, and because I know Harold is in it to win it, I have set sail for Cook Country, a land of fiscal responsibility, fairness, small government, and freedom. And this dream can come true. Citizen soldiers, warriors for truth, fighters for freedom, long have you waited patiently, long have you silently endured. But that will not bring you glory now. That will not bring you victory. This hour calls for courage. This day demands boldness. And to any of you here tonight, or watching on video, that may yet be undecided, I say march with us. March with us. March with us to victory. If you want a commissioner who is fiscally responsible, then Cook is your man. If you want a commissioner who works for all the people, then Cook is your man. If you want a commissioner who will move this county forward like never before, then Harold Cook is your man. Vote and make him our next commissioner.